Welcome to video 1 of the series on Sage 50 Peachtree Accounting. The first video is how to create a brand new company file. You must understand that all of the company information will be included in one and only one file, which will be represented as an icon like all the other files in the computer and saved in a specific folder. After following the steps, you will see that it is very easy to create a new file in Peachtree Accounting. However, the file will be created in the folder that you have chosen when you installed Peachtree. Therefore, it is very important for you to remember what folder you chose as the folder for the sample files and all of your new files at the moment that you install the program. So be very careful with the folder that you choose when you install the program, and if you are searching for this company file later, you should know that that's the folder it will be in. When you start Peachtree Sage 50 Accounting for the first time, you will get this screen. This screen gives you a choice of opening an existing company like a sample company that was included in Peachtree at the moment that you installed the program, and then it gives you a choice to create your own company. I personally feel that for education purposes, it is better to create a new company from scratch so you can see the entire picture from start to finish. In our class, we will always create a new company, so we click here. Now the software is telling us there are 5 windows that will follow. Each window that follows will ask for a different piece of information. And after finishing the 5th window, Sage 50 Accounting will save the company file into the folder that you chose when you installed. But you must answer these questions first, and this is what's to come. By clicking Next, we go to this window first. This is the window that you put in the company name and the company information. Anything that you type into the fields of this window will show up on reports that the company prints, and it will also show up on transaction documents and source documents that are created as you use Sage 50 Accounting. It is very easy to come back to this window and change any field that you want, and once you make a change, that change will stay until the next time you reopen the window. So you don't have to worry about putting wrong information, and you don't have to worry about leaving out information. Most of the fields here are not relevant for the accounting that we will do in our class. The only 2 that are absolutely necessary are choosing a business type, and we will choose sole proprietor. The only other important field for our purposes is the company name. So we will click there and we will type in Glover's Placement Service. Okay. This is the name. We'll put dash 3A3 because this is the name of the company that was used in Project 3A3 on page 113 of your textbook, Slater Accounting. And we are going to replicate that exact exercise in this file. We finish by clicking Next. This window is asking us if we want help creating our chart of accounts for the general ledger accounts that our company needs. We can import from another program. We can copy from another file created with Sage 50, or we could even use one of the other sample businesses that matches our company and the way we do business. However, the best way to learn it is to choose your own chart of accounts based on your needs for your specific company. So we will always choose build your own chart of accounts so that we can put them in ourselves and understand them. So please click this last choice before we continue. Then click Next. The accrual basis of accounting is the method of accounting that we studied in our school. It is the method of accounting that we were taught from our textbook, Slater Accounting. The accrual method is basically explained here. Income is recorded when the sale occurs or even when the service is delivered, and as I said many times in class, regardless of when you receive the money. Expenses are recorded when you receive the service or the goods from your vendor, even though you might not have paid them. This is a perfect explanation between the accrual method and the cash method. Most companies use the accrual method for reporting and cash for taxes. However, the accrual method is the choice that we will make in our class. And of course, we continue by clicking Next. Batch posting is a method of recording transactions in such a way that they can accumulate inside the file and they will be saved inside the file. However, they will not affect the general ledger and they will not affect the reports and they will not be posted to any of the areas of data, such as the customer records or the inventory records and so on. This means that you can accumulate many, many transactions and there will be no changes on your reports or in the balances of your records, such as the general ledger or vendors or so on. Real-time posting, which is what we will choose, is the method of accounting that gives us the ability to change all of the numbers in our records at the moment that we record a transaction. For example, if I am using real-time posting and I make an invoice, at the moment I save the invoice, accounts receivable receives a debit and we record in our customer records that this customer owes us more money. This will happen at the moment I save the invoice. But if I made this invoice and we were under the batch method of posting, Peachtree would save the invoice and the information would certainly be there. But if I recorded the invoice under the batch method of posting, it would not change the general ledger and it would not change the customer's balance until I specifically clicked on the option to post all of the accumulated transactions. Real time is the best way to run a business. Real time is the best way to study the program. All students, please choose real-time posting. And then, of course, click Next. Most businesses have 12 monthly accounting periods and have a normal fiscal year. I can promise that every company that we use in our class will have this situation, a normal fiscal year starting in January, finishing in December 31, and each year is broken into 12 monthly accounting periods per year. Let us now click Next and take a look at this very important choice. In my example to you, we must choose November of 2014 to be the month in our first fiscal year. This is because the textbook example we are using gives transactions during November and the current year that we are in is 2014. Please note that whatever month and year you choose in this window will affect the entire file. You will see soon in a future video that each Peachtree company can only be used for 24 months or 24 accounting cycles. Whichever month you choose first will benchmark and create the list of all of the months that follow. For example, if we start in November of 2014, we can only operate for the following 23 months, which brings us to October of 2016. And each of those months in between will be listed individually. It is very important that you choose carefully your first period of the fiscal year. Each example will be different. Let us click Next, and we're ready to create the company. We answered all 5 of the Windows' questions. Let's click Finish, and as you can see, because it's the education version, we don't have 24 months, we only have 14 months to use it, and then it will expire. Okay, let us now click OK, and you can see that we have just created a brand new company file. Of course, there are one or two windows that pop up as soon as you open up the new file. We don't want these windows to pop open in the future, so we click Don't Show This Again because it is very distracting, and click Close. Then we click OK. Now, we're left with the general background of Peach.